Hello and welcome to the very first in the Rubber Duck Project's look at SoulCalibur 5. I'm joined by Mike again.
Hey there.
And basically what we're going to do is look over just the basic features really, and get to grips with the characters, see their positive moves, their negatives, and what's really great about the game.
See what's new, see what's different from the old ones.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just get a more broader kind of look at it. So if we just log in, what we'd do is show you the menu first of all.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of options on this one actually. We've had a quick look, just had a quick couple of games, see what it's like basically. But yeah, there's loads of different options. So you've got offline play, of course, which is the standard. Verse battles, training, quick battle, arcade, that sort of idea. There's this one here, Legendary Souls, which is actually a bonus mode, which you can fight against the CPU with actual higher difficulty.
Yeah, I think that's probably one you do much later on in the game when you're a lot more professional.
It is actually locked at the moment, yeah, so I can't actually do it yet. So that's something that you get as you go along. Of course, online play as well, which is always a big one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into some of that.
Yeah, not sure what the latency is like yet, but that should be something to work on.
The menu seems pretty generic in terms of fighting games, doesn't it? It's always that kind of layout.
Pretty similar, isn't it?
It's nothing special. It's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Not that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's still fine. It does the job. Right. So if we want to jump into player versus player. The funny thing we actually found was you can pit a CPU versus a CPU.
Yeah.
I don't really know the benefit of that.
Computer versus computer. see what's possible.
Might be quite interesting to like make bets on or something. I don't know. Right, player versus player.
So you've got your battle count, how many rounds, of course, you can win, how much time you've got, that sort of idea.
CPU strength. That's quite interesting. Yeah.
If we turn it on, you can actually set that up to very hard and stuff. So
which would be basically the CPU second guesses every single move you have, where it's practically impossible to beat them unless you're playing tournaments for a living.
Yeah, unless you really know what you're doing.
Now this is the interest bit. This is the character screen. So we'll see a few
loads of
featured returns from the old game, such as Raphael, Siegfried, I think his name is, Nightmare, obviously.
Yeah, Nightmare over here. So yeah, some really famous characters that have pretty much come along with the entire series. Of course, making their return.
Ivy, of course, the famous one that most guys like.
Yeah.
And also Ezio, which is a nice addition.
Exactly, this is a new one. What they've done on this one is managed to get some characters from different games. We've worked out there's probably going to be about 7 unlockable characters, at least from these empty spaces down here at the bottom. Sort of implied to us that there's going to be a couple of new characters.
Well, actually, I mean, there's 7 empty slots, but there's also a big, what is that, sword icon in the middle?
Yeah, so there's a big icon.
So
here,
I've no idea what that unlocks, but it's probably something relating to the story mode, I presume. And also you've got on the right and the left of the empty slots, there's a question mark. Oh, that's random. Okay.
Random and you've got creation.
Creation. Okay. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at about 7 or 8 characters, maybe 9, to unlock in the future. Right, we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna press start, and I think I'm gonna play as Ezio because I'm sure a lot of you want to see what he plays like.
Cool. I'm gonna go along and play as Nightmare, I think. So
excellent. So that's a nice fair match there. We've had a few rounds already, and Nightmare seemed to do a stupid amount of damage and have a stupid range, but.
Yeah, well that's true. But
let's see how it goes. Map.
Quite a lot of different maps.
How many do you reckon there are? Well, there's quite a few to unlock.
There is a lot of unlocked ones to start with, but there is also a locked ones.
Do you want to try and say that again?
I don't know. A lot of locked maps.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff to actually unlock still as well.
Okay, cool.
Available straight away.
Yep. Right. So we'll just play a random map. I also like the art design in terms of it's like a cartoon that represents the character when you go on the character selection screen.
Definitely. Yeah.
And also it's like a trading card game that they're fighting each other.
It's quite a cool art style they've gone for. Also, one thing we should mention there is actually the loading time. We're playing this on the Xbox, and the load time is actually really minimal.
Right, this is where so I have to try and be a little bit.
So the controls are basically followed by certain buttons do certain things, really. As you can probably tell, Nightmare is quite a lot stronger than...
Yeah, I mean, I think I just taunted there instead. You absolutely destroyed me. But the main thing we found is that this game is not so much about button mashing, it's really trying to get hold of the combos.
Yeah, also timing your attacks as well. So.
Yeah, definitely, it's all about timing, and they've tried to help people out with that as well by all the back-facing buttons actually do like a combination of different inputs from different parts of the controller. So you'll find that you can press RT or RB, and it will do like left and a button on the normal pad as well. So that can really help.
It's a massive difference.
Oh, actually won one. It's hard to talk and to play it. So.
Exactly. That's what I'm having problems with at the moment.
I think that's where I best him. I get him down on concentration.
The few things to say about it is that the actual look of the game is beautiful. Like really, really beautiful models, really high quality textures, pretty much everywhere.
I'm really enjoying the lighting effects as well. I think they're really good.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I've noticed is there's no jump. I mean,
no jump, all dodge based. Yeah.
I can't remember if that was in the other one or not. But
I don't personally remember it.
Either way, I'm trying to grab you there. I don't think that's working very well. Oh, okay.
No, I can't remember if there's any jumping in the last one.
I don't think there is.
I think it's more about the dodging. You've got stuff like run and stuff like that. So
yeah, as you can see, I've just like completely just like strafed around him then, and then it's just made his hit basically worthless like that. It's a really good example. Really, you can strafe right around the back, and they won't even notice. Also, what's this? This power meter in the corner.
I haven't quite worked out what that one does yet. I think it might.
I'm pretty sure we pulled off some already.
It seems to be increasing your power, so the amount of damage that you do is directly corresponding
okay?
to that. I think that's how it's working. It's not something I've worked out yet, though.
That's a good move. Do you want to move back for a second? Show the run. This is something quite comical we found. If you run into each screen, maybe not that. If you move back and then we both start running, you break into a run. I think it was the other two characters where it was really funny.
Eventually, we jumped at each other and we
just ended up both falling over. But we'll try and show you that on some of the other characters. I think these two aren't the same type of character in terms of speed and power, so it didn't really work then. But
and there you go. Well, that's the first match done. Ezio is the victor.
I don't know how I managed that one, but yeah. The voice acting is still pretty good.
Pretty reasonable. I think the voice acting is definitely not something you buy a SoulCalibur game for.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to press A.
It's quite cheesy, but
okay,
does the job right. Character select. I think let's go for another couple of fan favourites. I think I'm gonna try out. Are you gonna try Ivy? I'll do.
I haven't tried Ivy.
Okay,
yet,
you be Ivy.
Tried.
I'll go for Raphael. I think.
Cool. So again, a couple of famous characters from the SoulCalibur series. A lot of people have probably seen these ones before, or maybe seen them advertised.
Yeah. Definitely, Raphael was definitely one of my favourites in the other game, in SoulCalibur 4. He's got quite a good use of speed.
Definitely, they're all really. Well, they all seem to have their own strengths and weaknesses. Ivy, for example, I believe uses a whip.
Which she has a sword that turns into a whip when you do a special move.
So yeah, exactly, yeah. So she's got quite a lot of reach in certain situations.
Whereas Raphael's all about the fast rapier attacks, which are, as you can see.
One thing you'll probably notice is that our knowledge of the weapon name probably are quite limited. So if you get anything wrong, that's more due to the lack of knowledge on our side. One thing to just mention. Let me stop attacking you for a second.
Yeah.
The animation is quite high quality, as you might have been able to tell. From the jiggling that's happening at the moment.
Jiggling? Is that how you describe it? Okay. Do you want to stand still for a second? Because obviously you got a little bit of help. I'm going to show him the grab move.
Go for it.
It's quite interesting.
They're quite flashy.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison to games like Mortal Kombat, the new one, Deadly Alliance, it's really, really interesting. It's not so much about pulling off these moves which are basically just unbelievable. It's all about really, really good timing, using your super moves, and you don't have to try and charge up a meter either in order to use them. You can use them pretty much out the bat, but it's the timing and the way in which you use them which really does matter in the end.
And where you hit them, really, like what angle and stuff you're hitting them on.
Yeah, definitely what direction you're pressing, and also then you can just strafe around it like that. Well, it didn't go too effectively, but you get the idea. Blocking is quite strange. I've found it uses the A button in order to block, which is quite interesting.
Not a standard thing.
That's quite a cool move.
For a fighting game, you actually have a block button instead of just directional away, which is the standard, I would say.
Well, in Mortal Kombat it was RT or LT, I think.
So it is different.
That's what I was pressing at first, but I've stopped doing that now. Oh, that's me down. People. I like the landscape seem pretty cool as well. I mean, it's not usually about that, but
the places where you fight exactly are really really different. Really, each one is completely different from the last one.
KO. How many is it? Best three, isn't it?
Best out of 3.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, we got some strange little attacks going on there.
The thing to seem is when, of course, we're not knowing the controls. There's quite a lot of just.
It's still button mashing at the moment, but we are quickly realising that you can't do that to win. You have to really put them together and chain them in an effective way that it pulls off a combo, or you'll just be mashing the same button and the other person will destroy either through strafing or other means. Quite enjoying rolling around the floor. That's a little feature on there. Come on. Yeah, we go. KO.
The control set seems quite easy to pick up though, so even if you aren't knowing the controls, you can still pick up a character.
Yeah, I mean we've been playing it
quite well.
20 minutes?
Not long, yeah, not very long at all. And we're picking up controls. Picking up controls as we go along.
Yeah, cool. Right, so character select. Should we try out some of the other modes? I think.
Let's have a look. Right.
If people want to see more of the, well, we can show the different characters out in the different other modes, so that'd be fun.
So we've got stuff like quick battle. We've got arcade.
Do you want to go arcade single player? See what that's like.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look.
Let's get a little perspective on that.
So of course the arcade. I think there is actually a story. Wait there. Let's go back quickly.
Yeah. What does it say?
Yeah. There we go.
Ah, story. 1607 AD.
This is.
I don't remember that point in history,
story.
but.
So through history.
Soul Edge, yeah. I presume you play as Siegfried in that.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. Time it's got. We can't actually hear the sound at the moment, so.
Yeah. So if there is any sound.
We don't know how cheesy this voice acting is or not.
Let's just skip through this.
But we'll listen to it afterwards, and I'm sure we'll have a laugh at it.
Experience first battles. Right. Let's have a look. So it tells you your controls quite quickly. You got guard down there at the bottom. Hold A to guard.
That's cool.
Controls.
Yeah, it seems that guard as a move kind of if you're not close to the character or you're not attacking, it will do a stand and block. But if they attack and you press it at the right time, again, timing's really important in this.
It's all down to the timing.
It will do a counter move which generally does a significant amount of damage, which is always quite nice if you manage to pull it off.
Right, so this is the first level in the story.
Is that a little song indicator down the bottom there?
I think you can change the song in each place, yeah. Right, so we're fighting some
I see,
rebels.
so you're just fighting the... these aren't exactly specific characters, I'm sure, like, these are just generic guys. He doesn't seem to be putting up much of a fight at the moment.
Yeah, as we go through the story, it probably will have...
It's got a bit of a weird
characters
stance.
come up into it.
And then I'm sure that the bosses will be people in charge of the area.
Exactly that. So we've got Rebel 1 and 3. I guess they'll throw in another Rebel in it.
Doesn't seem too exciting at the moment, but I'm sure this is just basically getting into it.
Oh, first achievement unlocked as well.
Excellent. Gotta love those achievements. Right, there's our achievement guide.
Yeah.
Kill the first rebel in the story mode, and you unlock a 5G achievement.
Yeah, there we go. Right. Let's see if we can do a grab move here.
Grab move, good. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really liking these moves. They seem obviously they're not realistic, but at the same time they seem like you can do them in they're believable. You can do them in real life if you put your mind to it, kind of thing.
If you're good enough with the weapon, exactly, you probably have the.
It's not like Mortal Kombat where you're breathing ice and fire at people.
Breaking people's necks and then just having them.
Although I did enjoy that aspect of it, the X-ray feature.
The X-rays were very interesting. And that's of course one thing that's really different between the series. It's a different type of fighting style, I guess.
I think fighting wise, it's more like Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat. It's about technique rather than just button mashing and trying to pull off the biggest amount of combos within the shortest amount of time.
Definitely.
Which is always quite interesting. One thing I would like to see added to the fighting game is something, I don't know, just a bit more freedom within your movement.
Yeah, you're sort of locked down to
without it turning into a third-person like beat 'em up. I don't know, just a little bit more, maybe a bit more interaction with the scenery, the landscape, that kind of thing.
Well, that was the first level. Unlocking achievement.
How are we doing for time?
As well. Just hit 15-minute mark, so I'm guessing this is actually going to be closing to the end. We'll just finish this. But yeah, let's have our rounding thoughts of first impression. What do you think?
I'm really liking it. I think it's a really good new addition to the SoulCalibur series. I'm enjoying the animation, enjoying the general graphics, and the fighting style. I think it's really fun. I can see us having quite a few If you like kind of friends over, having a few drinks and playing this and just laughing basically.
Yeah, I think it's a very good casual.
It's a good little drinking game.
But it's also at the same time got enough room to maybe learn some really cool moves and get your character skill up a bit. I quite like the idea of being able to make your own fight.
Yeah, the character creation thing, that'd be quite cool. Probably should look into that as well in a sec.
But yeah, as a first look, I think that pretty much brings it to the end, really.
Yeah.
Really enjoying it. We've only had a little bit onto it, but enjoying it quite a lot.
Yeah. Alright, well as always guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you could rate, comment and subscribe, that'd be brilliant. And we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.